Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video tutorial I'll be showing you how I made these beautiful tulip sleeves. So if this is what you will be interested in watching, please do well to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, and do well to click on the notification bell for more beautiful videos like this. So let's head over to the making of these tulip sleeves. Okay, first of all, I will start by drafting out my basic sleeve pattern. Okay, so I'll make use of the sleeve or armhole circumference, which is 9 inches in length, and then I'll come down by 4 inches, as you can see, then connect it to the center point, that is the folded part of this pattern. And then on this area I'll get my biceps, which is what I'll be marking right now, then get the midpoint of this slanted line. At this point I will also create my S curve using my curve rule, just the way you are seeing me do with my ruler and my marker. Okay, so the next thing I will do on this S curve that you are seeing, I will make sure to get the exact armhole circumference, and that is what I will be marking exactly on the sleeve before adding my sewing allowance, which is 1 inch. As you can see on the video, I added extra 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then the next thing I will do is to use my straight rule to mark it all the way down. Tulip sleeve is not supposed to be very tight. Okay, please make sure to give a little ease, for a little, add little allowance just to give it a little ease. Okay, so the next thing I will do, remember that this pattern paper is on fold, so the next thing I will do is to open up and get the midpoint using a long straight line starting from the upper to the down part of the sleeve, and then mark exactly how much further I want my tulip sleeve to cover. So I'll be going far away from the center point by 4 inches, and then use my pencil to connect it to the other way round. Before doing that, I'll come down by 7 inches at the center of my sleeve, and then from this down part I'll come in by 4 inches, and then make sure to use my pencil or marker and rule to connect it all the way round the sleeve, just the way you are seeing it, to get the exact curve that I want. You can see how it is looking, and this place is not going to be needed anymore after marking and drafting out the curve for this tulip sleeve. Okay, so go ahead and discard this other area that I marked with my marker. Okay, so after doing that, this is what we'll be needing, so I'll make sure to duplicate it, making it 2. Okay, and then after doing that, this is the fabric that I'll be using for this tulip sleeves. I will go ahead and fold it into 4, because I'll be using this same material as the lining. So I'll fold it into 4. Folding it into 4 means getting for one sleeve, and then again I'll fold it into 4 to get for the other sleeve. Then I'll go ahead to place this part of the pattern paper that we'll be using to achieve the exact curve and measurement of our complete sleeve. So what I am doing now is to mark or notch the center area of my sleeve. As you can see, make sure to notch it before dispatching them all out. You can see I also added half inch on the down part of the sleeve, just for me to hem it. Okay, and then on the side I added 1 inch, as you can see on the video. Then I'll go ahead to remove my pins. You can see, so right now I'll make sure to dispatch them, making it 2 piece for each sleeve. That is a total of 4 pieces for each sleeve, making it all total of 8, including the lining, as you can see on the video. Remember I said I will also use this fabric as the lining. Okay, So guys, the next thing I'm going to do after dispatching and placing them all right side facing right side or wrong side facing wrong side is to go ahead and infuse gum stay on the fabric I'll be using as the lining. You can see how the sleeves are looking. By the time I sew it and place it the way it is, this is exactly how it's going to look by the time I fix it on the dress or on the gown that I made for the dress. Okay, so guys, this is exactly what you are going to have if you are going to be using the same fabric as your lining, just as I am doing also. So the next thing I'll do is to infuse my gum stay. You can see I've done that already, so I'll go ahead to trim it all off. Remember that I only added gum stay on my lining piece, as you can see, for the both sleeves. So make sure to trim off the excesses on your fabric. Okay, trim off at the right places, and then by the time I finish trimming it all off, this is how it's going to be looking. I'm going to place it right side facing the right side, just the way you are seeing me do, and then use my chalk to mark out exactly the places I am going to be stitching down. You can see I'm going to stitch this place 0.5 inch, and then I'll stitch on the other side on 0.5 inch as well, because after stitching it down, I'll go ahead to turn it out, that is inside out. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to secure with my pins on both sleeves, and then head over to my sewing machine and stitch it down, and then bring the end result and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so guys, these are the pieces after stitching it down. I also went ahead to notch and then top stitch, and then after that I went ahead to turn it all inside out, as you can see on the video. After joining the pieces together, 2 pieces will be for each sleeve, and this is the way I'm going to be placing them. After placing these sleeves together, I will go ahead to mark all the way around to know if I am going to get the exact armhole circumference that I used, and to make sure that the center points are aligned with each other. You can see on the second sleeve as well, I go ahead to notch it and then trim off the excesses and turn it inside out, and then join it together, placing it center point to center point so they can align together. And make sure to secure these pieces with your sleeve. Okay, make sure that the places you notched with your scissors are exactly on top of each other. Okay, so guys, you can see I'm already done sewing and notching and also trimming out the excesses for each of the pieces for the 2 sleeves. Remember that for you to get 2 sleeve effect, each of this sleeve should have 2 pieces that are going to be joined together at the center. So you can see the direction of this tulip sleeve. Yes, you can see how they are both facing opposite each other. Okay, this is how they are going to be sitting by the time I place it on the dress. So guys, I will go ahead and turn the wrong side of this sleeve for each of those pieces, and then go ahead to stitch it down, that is on the sides, as you can see on the video. Remember, I added 1 inch sewing allowance, and I have already used ½ inch to turn out this sleeve, so I'll also make sure to use the remaining ½ inch to stitch down on this sleeve. Okay, and then after doing that, I'll turn it inside out, just the way you are seeing on this video. You can see the sleeve is already forming. Look at how it is looking so lovely, guys. This is exactly how your tulip sleeve is going to be looking by the time you stitch it down, following this process that I so guys, thank you so much for watching up to this point of this video. This is exactly how my tulip sleeve look like after sewing it, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is to join it to the dress I made for my client. As you can see on the video, I'm not going to be dropping the part of this video because it is already night. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do well to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to this video. Do well to support me and show me your love so that I will drop more of beautiful videos like this. If you have any request to make, drop it in the comments. Thank you. Bye.